What's going on, guys? Augment here. It is the end of Season 5, and so for the end of each season, I'm trying to do a Cosmetic Locker Showcase in order to show all the items that came in Season 5. I do have 2 Cosmetic Locker Showcases up right now already. The last one I recorded at the end of Season 4 and goes through every single item I have. So that was quite a long episode, and I don't want to do something so long again. So this season and for future seasons, I will keep it to just the items that were released in the season. If you want to see everything I have, you're still going to see it all. I'm just not going to go over it all, but you can hear my individual thoughts on each actual item in the past showcases if you want to check that out. Now, I do have a list right here on my phone of all the skins that came out in Season 5. However, I was not able to find any list of all the like emotes and sprays and all of that kind of stuff, so we're gonna have to just try and remember as we go along. But we will get started with the skins first, starting first with the banner, just because there are 2 things that came in Season 5 banner wise, and that would be well, I guess I should say secret things that came with the banner. At the end, I'll go through the battle pass, because that'll show a lot of the stuff, and obviously, I have the battle pass completed, so I have all that stuff unlocked. But there were 2 secret things that came for the banner this season, one of which being this cube icon, one of the symbols on the cube, and the other one being the tomato head icon. These were gotten for completing challenges in week 9 and 10? No, weeks 8 and 9. This was for week 8, completing all challenges. This is for week 9, completing all challenges and finding the secret hidden banners in-game, which is pretty cool. That was the first time they did that, and I really like that, and I'm using this banner still, so definitely neat. But let's get into the skins, because that is what people want to see most, and check it out. So, Cloaked Star, I should probably take off my back bling, just for the sake of this. Cloaked Star was the most recent skin that came out in Season 5. This is an outfit from Save the World, actually, one of the characters in that mode. So it's pretty cool to see him in Battle Royale finally for the first time. I think this is the first real unique one that came from Save the World. Obviously, we have the models of other characters and stuff, but this was, I believe, the first one to come in from Save the World. But let's get up here to the legendary stuff, and we'll start going through this way. I'm just gonna scroll through, and off the top of my head, Chomp Senior. Where are you, buddy? There he is. Chomp Senior. This was one of the first skins that came out in Season 5. To go along with Chomp Junior, the pickaxe, and also he got a companion glider, Laser Chomp, which I will show in a little bit. But there's Chomp Senior. These are from older seasons. Flytrap was from last season. Fate was also from last season, correct? Yes. But Enforcer, this one is from this season. This skin is the road trip skin. You got this for completing all challenges in 7 of the 10 weeks. Pretty cool looking guy. He's kind of like a future police, which is kind of leading into Season 6, which we don't know what Season 6 is yet. At the time of this episode being out, though, Season 6 will be live, so we'll be able to get all the details on that. But this is kind of leading into what Season 6 might be, which I'm hoping is kind of a futuristic kind of theme, but definitely kind of like a future military police. And I dig the whole vibe that he has. Damn, you have a lot of skins? Yes, sir, I do. So Drift, we all know Drift. Drift was the very first skin. You get him right at the beginning of Season 5. He also has multiple styles. I have this one equipped at the moment, but he starts with just the tank top. Then he's got some sleeves. Then he gets the jacket. Then he gets the mask, and then he gets the coat. He starts turning full weeb here. And then last but not least, you get some of these electric colors sparking off of them, kind of reminiscent of the cube, but definitely pretty neat. Come back over here, scroll back up. So these are from Season 3. Now I'm assuming that this is pronounced Hime. I doubt it's just time, but this is a Season 5 skin, item shop skin. She has a counterpart in Musha over here. These samurai worlds collide was the theme of Season 5, so we got these two samurai type skins, both with back blings, which I will show eventually. Hers is a little cat, pretty cute. He's got like a flag going on. Magnus was also an item shop skin as well. I'm super into anything Viking. I've got some Viking blood in me, so it's a point of pride with my family. My dad looks like he could have been a Viking, straight up. But yeah, Magnus is pretty cool. One of the first skins that I, insta bought the second I saw it. I pretty much buy every single skin these days, but this one was, if I was broke, this is one that I would still have in my roster. So I really like Magnus. I really like all the Viking skins in general. Definitely a cool one. Carbide and Oblivion, we know about those. Ravage, though. Ravage came out this season, right? Yes, she did. Ravage is obviously the counterpart to Raven, who came out a couple seasons ago, but Ravage is the female counterpart. Believe it or not, this is actually what my dog is going to go as for Halloween. My girlfriend's working on the costume for the dog, for Clover, and she's going to be decked out in feathers and have a little beak helmet and all this neat stuff. So, this one also came with wings too, some dark wings, which is pretty cool. I really like the wings that came with her. Ragnarok. Now, this is the tier 100 skin. You get to tier 100, you unlock this bad boy, but you had to get to level 80 to get the rest. Once again, going back to the Viking theme and the Worlds Collide, definitely a fan of anything Viking, and he's got the horn on his belt. Here he starts getting some armor. Gets a little bit more decked out there. His what's the main change here? Just kind of, he gets just more armor, really. He's got full shoulder pads and everything. And then here he gets the helmet. Pretty menacing looking helmet. And then finally gets the glow to the eyes, which is pretty cool. Definitely a neat one to max out all the way. There's a lot of good stuff in Ragnarok. Panda Team Leader is another one that came out this season. We do have the Cuddle Team Leader, and we have the Fireworks Team Leader. All these different bear outfits. Pretty cool stuff. But the Panda one is definitely by far my favorite. Just because the Cuddle Team Leader is like kind of creepy, in my opinion. And Fireworks Team Leader is obviously very American and a holiday-oriented item. This one's just, I think, the best, just because it looks extra like fluffy, and she's a panda, and I like pandas, so can't go wrong with that. I'm just going to mention Power Cord because Power Cord only came into the item shop twice before Season 5, and it was, about a third of a year ago. Like, she wasn't out for months, but Power Cord did come back this season, just to throw that out there for people to buy. Now, the Rose Team Leader, I want to say... Maybe not. Maybe not. Was Rose Team Leader really Season 4? Maybe she was. But I feel like I don't remember her, and I don't see her in this list. But Rose Team Leader came out with war paint. Yeah, they must have been Season 4. They must have been. So I'll move on. But Rose Team Leader, she's a good one. I like that skin a lot. Valkyrie. So this is one of the more recent skins, came out towards the end of Season 5. Very cool skin. The only thing that I don't like about her is this hair. If she had a full braid going down her back, and I had this conversation with my buddy Pump, one of my partners I play with all the time, he pointed out the hair and how terrible it is. But like from the front she's great. The armor and everything is really cool. You got the skull on the hip, the dagger on the other hip. But I just really wish that her hair wasn't so much of a bush and was either longer or was like done up in a different way. But overall, definitely a cool skin, especially because she came alongside Frostwing, which is a really neat glider that I will get to eventually, but I'm sure it's something that you guys know all about considering its popularity. And then Wildcard. This is the last legendary skin in the list for Season 5. Wildcard came with the Getaway LTM, which was basically the first objective-based mode that Fortnite had to offer, really opening up the door of possibilities in what we might see in future LTMs. So really cool. I like that you have the different styles with the different suits for a deck of cards. I like the diamond one a lot, but I like this one the most because he kind of gives him like a skull thing going on, So that one's definitely a cool one. Alright, getting into epic outfits. There are a lot of epic outfits that came out this season, so I'll try to not miss any. Aerobic Assassin is one of them. She's got a male counterpart, just going back to the 80s. Very bright skin. It's part of the spandex squad, but there's some good emotes and some good cosmetic accessories that go with her. Definitely pretty neat, but not, in my opinion, not nearly as cool as Archetype. This is one of my favorite skins that came out this season. He looks like a hacker from the future or something, and that's what I really dig, and I'm really hoping that that whole future theme still kind of comes into play in season 6. So really neat. Black jacket, very cool stuff. There are a couple skins in this season that I am not able to show, and that is some of the bundle exclusive skins. So buying a Switch Fortnite bundle, that gives you a skin that is identical to Archetype, only it's like a white and red color scheme. So just a recolor, but I don't have that. I already have a Switch and I already have Fortnite, so can't get that bundle. Another one to take note of is also Criterion. Up here they have a like chrome and green bundle for Xbox, and then there is a different bundle for PS4, but it's a completely unique skin actually, so I can't even give you an idea of what that one looks like. You'd have to look it up yourselves, but just keep in mind that there are a couple that I'm missing, and it's because of those bundle packs. Next up would be not this guy, right? Did he come out this season, or is he last season? Man, I really hope that in Season 6 or Season 7 at the latest, we have some more filters for being able to look at our skins. Sorting by rarity or sorting by, season released or pack or something like that. It'll make my cosmetic item shop video much simpler. But Battlehawk was last season, now that I really think about it. But this guy is this season. Far Out Man. So once again, worlds collide. This is a throwback to the 70s. Standard hippies, got the circle sunglasses with the long flowing hair, the bandana on his head, peace, love, all that good stuff. Bell bottom pants. I like him. He's got the mustache. It's pretty legit. His female counterpart, Dreamflower, she's pretty cool as well. Got the leather and like the tassels, everything going on there. Bell bottoms as well, flowers on her shirts and everything. So, not much to say about those guys. 70s themed, pretty self-explanatory. Cloaked Star I already talked about. That was the last one in Season 5 to get released. And Durburger. Did Durburger come out this season? He did, right? Yes, he did. Alright, so the Beef Boss is his actual name. This was a idea given by the Reddit community months and months ago, like seasons ago. This was basically posted alongside the Tomato Man skin, so it's pretty cool that they used the whole Worlds Collide, the hype for Season 5 to move the Durburger into the real world, into California, and then have this skin come out and everything. Pretty neat. Not one of my favorite skins, but I really like the whole concept that came with it. The Field Surgeon, this one is for Season 5 as well. She's got a male counterpart down below that I don't see quite yet, but this is one of the better skins I think in Season 5. Having the whole medic theme going on. If you want to be a designated medic in 50v50 or like in your squad, like you can throw this one on and people will know what's up. But definitely a cool skin, combat ready medic. I like it a lot. So the Galaxy skin. This skin is probably the rarest skin in the game right now, aside from maybe the Halloween skins. But the Galaxy skin is pretty damn rare because the only way you could get it was by buying a Note 9 or a Tab S4. So 2 brand new Samsung models, which are starting at $700. The Note 9 is $1,000. So I did not buy either, but I had a friend that bought the Note 9 and gave me his bonus. So I did pay $100 for this, but I got the 150 V-Bucks or the 150 dollars worth of V-Bucks along with the skin, so I lucked out. I got lucky in getting the skin, but definitely a cool one. I wish it wasn't that character model. I wish it was like Jonesy or something, but I'm still down with it. It's still a very cool skin, still something that people crowd around you in the lobby when they see, so it's really neat. I definitely like it. I believe this is season 4. Double checking, just scanning this. Yeah, that's season 4. Hakavat. So I don't know where the heck this skin came from. I don't know why it's in the game, but I like him. Like, he looks like some weird like elf dude, Like, look at the shoes. He's got this big beard, a weird hat. But I looked up Hakavat because I was like, what the heck is this? From lore to legend, like there must be something about him. Hakavat was a Turkish legend, I guess. It was him and like his brother or something, but it was a pair of guys. The other one, I don't remember his name, but the other one was like the dummy and like the commoner basically, and this guy was like the smart rich one, and they had a play together with stories that they would tell children, life lessons and stuff. But this is where he comes from. I don't know why the heck he's in the game, but it is kind of a cool, unique skin. So, not complaining or anything. It was just weird. Why did they pick that? The Huntress part of the Battle Pass, definitely pretty cool. She reminds me of Lagatha from the show Vikings. If you guys haven't watched Vikings and you like Viking-related things, definitely check out that show because it's badass. But really like the Huntress a lot. She's pretty cool. I like the tattoo on her face. I like her getup and everything. And she came with a pretty nifty. Well, I guess it's not technically hers, but the cape. That we'll get to eventually. Redline came out this season, also a part of the Battle Pass, counterpart to Burnout. She's got tattoos and a motorcycle helmet just like her counterpart, but not much else to say about her. She's obviously just a bike rider. Rapscallion is last season, correct? Yes. Same with Rabbit Raider, but Overtaker came out this season. Overtaker and the female counterpart to that one as well. What is her name? Whiteout, yes. So these two are just a couple more bikers that they added into the Fortnite scene, decked out in white, and they have backpacks with swords on them, which is pretty neat. So I'll get to those swords eventually, but pretty cool skins. I like the all white, with the black accents, pretty nifty. Now the Mullet Marauder is the male counterpart to what's her name? Aerobic Assassin. Another 80s guy, wearing the like windbreaker and everything, neon light colors, classic 80s look. Maverick. Did Maverick come out this season? Oh my gosh. He did. Maverick is part of this season. I forget the name of his counterpart, but she must be coming up soon. But he's part of the Cobra Crew set. He's got a back bling that comes with a studded baseball bat on his back. I think that he's kind of like a reference to the movie Drive, but I could be wrong. But he's just a normal looking dude, part of a gang of some sort. The Reef Ranger. So the scuba guys did come out this season as well, kind of going along with the whole Chomp theme. But scuba diver, she's pretty cool because of her hair, in my opinion. This was the first time that they've shown a girl with this hairstyle, or a guy for that matter, but definitely a little bit different, unique, and having actual flippers on your feet is interesting. The Rook came out as part of the Battle Pass this season, around tier 70, I want to say. Pretty cool skin, pencil skirt. She is the desk jockey turned field agent. She's got like a sexy soldier vibe going on. Got the glasses and everything, and the pencil skirt with leggings, but at the same time she's got all these shotgun slugs on her hip, and definitely means business. So she's pretty cool. One of my favorites from this season for sure. This is the one that comes comes alongside Maverick. Her name is Shade. Definitely another weird hairstyle that we hadn't seen before. Kind of got the Skrillex going on, but she's pretty cool. Once again, just kind of the same deal. Just a normal chick with a fairly normal outfit, but clearly part of whatever this Cobra Crew is. They didn't really dive into that, but seems like some kind of road gang, you know what I mean? Sledgehammer came out as a part of this season as well. He is in the battle pass, also pretty high up there. But any kind of soldier skin I think is cool. I always like anything military themed. So I really like all his his rucksack that he's got on his chest. All these little packs. He's got the symbol for, I think, the bad guys, right? I'm pretty sure that's the bad guys. But yeah, he's got that desert camo going on. Definitely looks pretty neat. You can have now more than a full squad worth of players that all have military themed gear that works really well together, so it's pretty nifty. Synth Star and this guy, Stage Slayer, both came out in the item shop this year, or this season. Part of the Grasshopper band, it looks like. Doesn't say Grasshopper anywhere on their stuff, but it's got the GH, and on his back bling, which is a drum set, it does say Grasshopper on the drum set. So I'm assuming their band is called Grasshopper. Kind of weird, but they're rock stars. They're allowed to be weird. This guy's basically like a wannabe Slash, and she just kind of seems like a groupie, if you ask me. But I assume that she's part of the band. Who knows? Making up the lore as we go along. Now the Suntan Specialist and the Sunstrider are also part of this season. Sunstrider is in the Battle Pass, and her counterpart came out in the item shop. We breached the barrier of having something other than shorts in this season, or something other than pants in this season with, or I guess it was last season with the basketball players, but they're carrying it on. She's got those shorts on. She's a lifeguard. He's got the shorts on. He's a lifeguard. Not much else to say about it, but I really like the set that they came with. You've got the boat glider. You've got the paddle pickaxe. You've got the lifesaver ring as a back bling. Pretty cool. Plus, this guy looks almost identical to one of my friends that I had back in high school, which is funny with the hair and everything. So it reminds me of him. Moving on, Squad Leader, that was last season. These are all last season. Technique, yeah. But the Ace. So the Ace is technically the counterpart to Wildcard. This was part of a starter pack that I believe is still available to get now. If I go and look at it, I won't see it because I already have it. But she's basically like the Rook, but a robber. She's part of the Ace's crew and is stealing your money. So she's pretty cool though. I like that she's got all the red going on, red and black. Definitely looks badass. I would not want to be robbed by her. Now Tomato Head, this skin came out a couple seasons ago, but I believe it was definitely this season where they unlocked the extra style for it, the crown style, because the whole thing being with Season 5 Worlds Collide, Tomato Head, the Tomato Head tomato got transported back in time into like what appears to be a Mayan civilization, and they began to worship it. So Tomato Head became their god. They were offering tomatoes to the statue, and obviously they built a whole temple around him. So this is his crown, his tribal stuff going on, as a representation of the people that he ruled, essentially. So pretty neat. It's not a skin that I use a whole lot, but I really like the whole theme that they had with it. And it's cool because Tim the Tat Man is the Tomato Man, and I like watching Tim a lot, so it was cool for him to have something to rep like that. Now the Triage Trooper, he's alongside the Field Surgeon. Another really cool skin, because this one's pretty unique in the way that the armor is, all the different colors, the fact that he is very obviously a medic, and also the hat. I really like the hat and the earmuff headphones that he's got going on. It definitely looks combat ready, but also ready to save your life, which is pretty neat. I like the medic skins a lot. I think they're two of the best skins that came out this season, hands down. Moving on, we're getting into the rare skins in a second here, but first we do have Whiteout, which I touched on, and then the Wreck Raider, which is a counterpart to the other scuba diver, the black girl with the hair. This is just Jonesy with some goggles on. not much else to him. You know, he's got the flippers and the whole suit and everything, but his isn't exactly like a scuba suit. It's just kind of more like a recolored normal outfit, which is a little bit of a bummer considering that the females is an actual scuba suit. But you know, he's still cool. I can still dig it. I can still get behind it. Now moving on to epic skins. There aren't, or not epic, rare skins. There aren't nearly as many. Let me just double check. Okay, so there are a couple more skins that are down at the bottom because I don't have them favorited. We'll get to those in a moment. Looks like it's only 2. It's the clowns, forewarning. But Backbone is part of the biker set. He is alongside, what's her name, Chopper. You know, these two bikers. There's something with Fortnite and bikers. I don't know. They must have a lot of people that ride in the studio or something, because there's, what, 6 skins related to motorcycles now in the game. You know, Redline, Burnout, Whiteout, whatever the male Whiteout is, and then Backbone and Chopper. You know, but this one's cool, in my opinion. You know, I like this one way better than Chopper. You know, he actually looks tough. She looks kind of weird to me because I don't really care for her helmet. Honestly, I think that's the only issue I have with it. But I think he looks pretty badass, Backbone and Chopper. Then we've got, where are they? We've got the like luchadores. So the female Mexican wrestler. You know, definitely an interesting and intricate skin, but definitely not one of my favorites. You know, it's not something that I'm going to be throwing on very often, but you know, I'm sure there's a player base out there that likes to rep it. Same with Masked Fury. These ones are just goofy, you know, they're just fun skins that, you know, aren't meant to be taken seriously, I would think. But, you know, he's got spikes on his shoes. There are definitely some interesting, unique parts to the skin, but it's not my style. Still pretty neat. Fortune, she came out with, actually she is part of the item shop. She came out in the item shop, Fortune did. You know, she, once again, she just kind of looks like a normal girl, and I kind of like the fact that Season 5, although they had some really out there stuff, they also kind of had some more normal things, you know. I thought it was cool that they just have, you know, some regular outfits, which is, you know, alongside Moniker here, you know, that's her counterpart. This just looks like a dude with an intricate hoodie, you know, like normal pants, weird hoodie, but you know, he looks like just a normal dude. So I kind of like that, you know. Not every skin has to be just insane. So I dig it. Sushi Master. This is one of my favorite skins that did come out in Season 5. Part of the sushi set. He's got, you know, some stuff that goes with him that I will get to in a minute here. But I think this skin was well worth the 1,200 V-Bucks that he cost. Because he's pretty unique, you know. He's got the Asian flow going on with the hair. He's got, you know, all these like blue, white, and black ropes going around him. You know, the kind of like apron bibby thing going on, showing that he is a chef indeed. And he's got the wooden sandals as well. So definitely a really cool skin. I like him a lot. I really like his accessories a lot too. So one of my definite buys. You know, I don't even know what I should call them, like my broke buys. You know, if I didn't have the money to get everything, this is one I would still get. So he's a broke buy for me. All right, that covers rare. Now we're getting into the common skins, one of which being Grill Sergeant. You know, this guy, you know, he works under the beef boss, just kind of Jonesy at work. You know, making that minimum wage, flipping patties. Garrison is a pretty cool skin though. This one, you know, is just kind of a recolor, but he's unique in the fact that, you know, he does have the eye patch, he's got the beret, he's got that like kind of bullet band tattoo. You know, I think he's actually pretty cool. You know, well worth the 800 V-Bucks that he cost. You know, got that body armor and everything, but nothing too unique to talk about with him, so we'll move on quickly from that. But you know, I do like that skin. However, the two best skins in my opinion that came out that were 800 V-Bucks, the uncommon rarity, is Armadillo and Scorpion. You know, this is only the second variation of this character model we've seen. The first one being Midnight Ops. So I do really like this one. You know, with the red hair and everything, but he's got the you know, the desert camo on as well. And like I said before, anything military I'm super down with. So, you know, him and Scorpion were two very welcome additions in my opinion. And, you know, once again, this is also her second and only variant of this character model. You know, the first one being a soccer player. So I definitely like her a lot as well. And then last but not least are the clown skins. We got Night Knight, who I will go ahead and favorite. I don't mind him so much, but I really don't care for Peekaboo. She's a little much for me. I don't know what it is. I think it might be the red hair, the pure red hair, that kind of puts me off about her. But they are definitely creepy, you know. You have the two styles, creepy and creepier. So, you know, they're no joke. If you have a phobia of clowns, I'm very sorry that Epic had to do this to you. But they are in the game. You know, here's Night Knight with the creepier helmet on. Definitely some weird skins, but they had some cool backlings that came with them, and that's what we will get into now. Now, hopefully, this stuff I should be able to get through real quick. Bamboo, part of the Panda team leader. Enduring Cape, part of the Battle Pass, but goes well with Huntress or any Viking for that matter. Dark Wings is part of the Ravage skin, the female Raven. Cuff Case came with Wildcard. Frozen Shroud came with the Tier 100 skin, Ragnarok. You know, this is probably the coolest cape in the game, and it matches well with a lot of stuff. I really like this cape. Shiro, this came with the Hime, you know, the female samurai. Definitely a cute little kitty holding a little sword. Shark Fin obviously goes with Chomp Senior. You know, looks real good on his back. You know, looks funny on most others, but it also goes well with the Carbide skin. Sashimono goes with Musha, you know, the male samurai. You know, this one actually looks pretty good on a lot of skins as well, surprisingly, but, you know, it's pretty much just like a flag implanted in the back, similar to this, but more samurai themed. Pursuit. I want to say this might be the Warpaint back bling. Yeah, it is, because this is the Rose Team Leader back bling, so that's not part of Season 5, but this one is. This came with the Enforcer, this is the Subjugator, you know, kind of continuing to play on the fact that he's like a future police, or like a time-traveling police. You know, he's got the Riot Shield, so Subjugator back bling. And the Valkyrie wings came with Valkyrie, you know, the female Ragnarok, essentially, is what she is. Air Tank and Diving Tank both come with the scuba sets, the Dive Masters. Backplate came with the, I want to say, female 80s workout chick. Balloon Llama, I don't remember which balloon is which. I want to say this is the girls and this one is the guys, but these are for the clowns. Bad Attitude came with Maverick. And the Boombox came with the male, I want to say, 80s workout guy. This one we've had for a while. Burgle Bag we've had for a while. Deep Fried. Now, this either came with the Beef Boss or the Fry Master. I'm not sure which. I want to say it's the Beef Boss, you know, part of the Der Burger set. Crafted Carrier came with Hakavat, the Turkish guy. Care Package came with the Support Squadron set, you know, the Field Medics. The other one being... where is it? Oh, here it is. The Gurney gear. Yeah. There it is. What else we got here? The Hip Shakers. This is part of the Flower Power set, the 70s people. The other one being the Summer Strummer. You know, guitar on the back. I like both of them. I like the Summer Strummer better, though. Just more generic. Ignition and Lane Splitter, you know, are part of the Vanishing Point set. Those white bikers. You know, this one I like more just because the scabbard on the sword is black as opposed to this one being white, but they're both pretty cool skins. Then we've got these two for the Garage Band set. You know, the Grasshopper Band. This is just kind of Keytar, but this one actually says Grasshopper on it. So that's why I assume that's the name of the band. But yeah, definitely for rocking out. Hey, what's going on, Right On Air? Today normally would have been dubs with subs, but I didn't have time to get everything that I wanted done, so I'm actually going through my Cosmetic Locker Showcase right now, which will be up tomorrow to conclude Season 5. So I'm going through all my skins and just showing them off, because I do get requests a lot to look at my skins. Moving on, this is from back in the day, but the rescue ring came with the Rescue Patrol set. This came with the guy. This was a back bling for the guy if you bought him. The rear guard is part of the battle pass, just a nice shield. You unlocked it right after getting Sledgehammer, I believe. And then Pool Party is also part of the battle pass as well. Magically Floaty. Will I play with subs another day this week? I don't have anything planned, but I mean there's a good chance that I should be able to. Saturday I have plans all day. I won't be playing. Sunday I don't know what my schedule is like, and then the next 2 days I don't know what my girlfriend's schedule is like. So I'm not entirely sure, but I'll make sure to tweet about it earlier in the day when I do know. Okay. Let's see. Swag bag. Now this you unlocked by completing challenges in the Getaway LTM. So I don't remember exactly what challenge this was to unlock this particular accessory, but you did get this for completing challenges in the Getaway LTM, which is really cool. The fact that they gave cosmetics as challenge rewards is really neat in my opinion. Something that they should continue to do. Uplink. I think Uplink is from Season 4, I want to say. But Chef's Choice is definitely from this season. This goes with the Sushi Master. If you bought the Sushi Master, you got this back bling. Little sushi cart. I like the lantern on it a lot. This is definitely a neat little back bling. And then Road Ready is part of, and Road Flare is part of the Biker Brigade, the actual like Harley looking riders. This one being the girls and this one being the guys. Now the one other set of bags I want to touch on, just because they were unique, is that these three, the buckled, slash, and vintage. Now they're pretty much just normal backpacks. Like this one, just a little like rucksack kind of thing. This one looks like a backpack that I used to wear to school, and this one is also kind of more like a camping pack that got slashed by like a bear or maybe a dinosaur or something, who knows. But they're unique in the fact that they're, first of all, uncommon. They're the only 3 uncommon back blings in the game, and they're also the only back blings to ever be sold by themselves in the item shop. They came as a pack, all 3 for 800 V-Bucks. I believe it was 800. But it's, that's the first time they've done that, so I assume we're going to see more back blings coming into the item shop as standalone items, which I didn't really want to see, but the fact that they put 3 together kind of made it worth it for me, So I thought it was pretty neat that they did that. And that is it for the back blings. Was the birthday for Season 5, or was the birthday for Fortnite in Season 5? If it was, this is part of that as well. Don't remember if that was Season 4 or 5. Oh, and the ballistic bag too. This is actually, part of the Cobra Crew set. This is Shade's back bling as well. Almost missed that one. All right, moving on to pickaxes, the harvesting tools. Now these are going to be a little bit harder for me to remember, I feel like, but I'm going to do my best. Permafrost. This is definitely part of Season 5. Goes along with Ragnarok and Valkyrie. Really cool pickaxe in my opinion. Rift Edge. This goes along with Drift. Another real cool pickaxe. It's got the lightning, the pink lightning going on So I'm assuming that any of that like pink purple energy we've been seeing this season all has to do with Cube. You know, now that we've gotten to that point. Not the Anarchy Axe. The Clutch Axe, though, this is part of the Cobra Crew set. This did come with, you know, Shade and Maverick. You know, it's like got a little shift stick on the bottom there. Cat's Claw. This was part of the Bushido set, so with Musha and Jaime. Got a little kitty cat on the side there. And overall, a pretty badass pickaxe. You know, the cat kind of softens it up a little bit, but pretty cool in my opinion. You know, it's got that slashy sound, so I like using that one from time to time for sure. Balloon Axe was part of the Battle Pass. That came out previously. The Crowbar, this was one of the unlocks for the Getaway LTM. You got this one if you completed all 3 challenges of the Getaway LTM, then you unlocked this Crowbar pickaxe, which is pretty neat. Fillet Axe came with the Sushi Master. Well, not with, you had to buy it separately, but this is part of the sushi set. Not too bad, I like it. I also kind of want to play sounds. Yeah, they sound cool. I like them a lot. What else we got? Forebearer. Now, this is one that Crowbar is your favorite axe. It's a good one. I like it a lot. But Forebearer is one of those that came out and kind of, you know, broke another barrier for Fortnite. You know, up until this point, like, yeah, we had some that were getting close, but weren't quite like, you know, just straight up weapons. This is a straight up weapon. This is a battle axe. You know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, you're like, oh, what is that? Huh, that looks weird, you know? What is this? But this is, you know, a tool that people use to kill each other. And I really like that. So I'm hoping that we see more stuff like that, you know, like a battle hammer, or like, you know, we have one similar, but it's not quite right, you know? We don't have like a samurai sword, but I think that we're probably going to get to that point. So kind of setting a new bar, in my opinion. Forebearer, very cool. Flatliner came with the Support Squadron set, you know, those field medics. You've got the Lug Axe, which I think is part of this season. I'm pretty sure it is, because I think it came out in the Battle Pass shortly after Redline, if I'm not mistaken. What else we got? Rescue Paddle, part of the Rescue Patrol set. You know, this was in the item shop next to the male lifeguard. I forget his name, but yeah, just a Rescue Paddle. Studded Axe. This came with Fortune and Maverick. This is that like battle hammer that I was talking about, but you know, it's not quite right. You know, it's not an actual like war hammer. You know, something that you'd see in like World of Warcraft. You know, this looks like something that's in the kitchen that got thrown together to do some damage to a person. But this isn't part of Season 5. This is, though, Throttle, part of the Biker Brigade set. You know, those Harley riders. Got some handlebars to smack people with. Soccer players were part of Season 4. But Exercise did come out this season with the Spandex Squad. And Caliper came out with that, like, future hacker archetype guy. Tree Splitter, this came out with Hakavat. I don't know why he has an axe, but he does. Patty Whacker came out with Beef Boss and the Fry Cook guy. Lead Swinger came out with the Garage Band set, you know, the Grasshopper Band. And Drum Beat came out with the Hippies, you know, the Flower Power set, the 70s guys. And then I believe that's it for pickaxes. Moving on to gliders. Now, there were some real cool gliders this year. You know, we're going to start with the best. Frostwing, once again, setting a new standard. You know, they raised the bar again, actually giving us, like, a damn dragon, you know. I guess technically, wouldn't this be a wyvern? What is the difference again? Drakes, wyverns, and dragons. Pretty sure dragons have 4 legs, whereas like wyverns don't have arms or something. You know, see how like this one's arms are its wings? I don't know. Besides the point, definitely a very cool skin. Actually breathes like ice fire as you're flying it. The only thing that you can complain about though is that it is so loud you cannot hear a damn thing if you are gliding with this. But still, it's worth it. Super cool skin. Hot Ride is another really cool skin that they came out with this season. You know, kind of an ode to the DeLorean. You know, that's definitely a DeLorean style car, but really cool. Plays rock music when you're flying it. Definitely a real neat skin for the gliders. And Laser Chomp, you know, came out with Chomp Senior. It's a freaking shark with a freaking laser beam on its freaking head. Austin Powers reference for any of you kids that don't know, but yeah, that's where that comes from. Austin Powers, that's where they got the idea for this. But definitely a funny glider. Now this came out with the Sports Squadron set. You know, one of the things that makes that set even cooler is the fact that they got a freaking helicopter to fly around. Also quite loud, but not nearly as loud as Frostwing. Really cool though. Conquest is one of the Battle Pass gliders. This is another really loud one. They gotta really work on tuning the audio. But this is pretty cool. You know, once again, anything Viking related I'm a fan of, so I really like this one. You know, the paddles actually row as you go, and it has, like, you can see, like, water, you know, kind of, like, fanning out behind you as well, so it's pretty cool. None of those, but Flying Saucer had come out as part of the Durburger set. I wish you could play the sound it makes when you fly, because it's, like, spurting out. You know, the actual ketchup and mustard there, they actually shoot ketchup and mustard depending on which way you're turning or going straight. They shoot both, and they give the like kind of sound going on. So pretty funny when you're flying that one through the air. Cyclone, it also has a white counterpart to match, but Cyclone is pretty neat. Where is the other one? I think I might have only favorited one. Or is there only one? Maybe there is only one. Oh no, here it is, White Squall. Yeah, so these two go hand in hand together. They're really cool because when you go forward, it like really revs up, and so if you like stop or turn around and then go forward again, it gives you that revving engine sound again. Pretty neat. I like those both a lot. Pterodactyl came out last season. Archetype, or sorry, this one's called Servo, and is part of the Archetype set. You know, it goes along with the Archetype skin. This one's really cool. It's kind of like, you know, that new age hover copter style going on. Sounds pretty neat. Sounds like a kind of a humming helicopter. I really like this one a lot. This one's pretty cool. And then Shadow Puppet came out with Hakavat. Got these weird, well, I mean, it's Love Ranger and Cuddle Team Leader telling some kind of love story between the two, I guess. But, you know, that goes back to the whole thing that Hakavat is a Turkish legend, and he was used to tell, you know, he was a character in like Shadow Puppet plays and stuff, so this is an ode to that. Splashdown, part of the Battle Pass. You know, a rescue boat to go along with the lifeguards, pretty cool. What else we got? What else we got? Libre to go along with the Luchadores. Pretty much just a recolor of Feathered Flyer, but still cool nonetheless. It's got a bit of a more unique trail. You know, it's kind of red. And Safecracker, this came out with, it was in the item shop next to Wildcard. You know, it's got like dollar bills kind of flowing off it as you fly. Tie-Dye Flyer came out with the Flower Power set, the 70s hippies. You know, plays that kind of, that like hippie strum. And it has, I believe, flowers flowing off of it as you fly. It's been a little while since I used that one. Flying Fish, part of the sushi set, looks just like a big old bite of sushi in the air. Blaze is part of the Harley Biker set. Nothing too crazy. You know, it's got the MC logo on top there, and then some classic flames. Perfect is part of the Bushido set, you know, going along with mainly the female samurai, and you know, her cat's claw with the cat on it and her cat back bling. This glider literally purrs when you fly through the air. You know, I'm not gonna purr right now. I was about to. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But yeah, the glider purrs. I wish you could play the sounds in here. You know, maybe with Season 6. All right, what else? What else do we got? These are all old. Windbreaker, this is new. Came with the spandex squad set. You know, the 80s people. And then, last but not least, this was the glider for Season 5, the beach umbrella. Yeah, just a standard umbrella that you would see on the beach, aside from the fact that it's made of metal and will stop you from falling to your death out of an airplane, or a bus for that matter. I think that's it. I think that's it for gliders. Oh, Cruiser, the Cobra Crew came along with Shade and Maverick. I've like never used this glider, but it's I'm pretty sure it's part of the battle pass. Did I buy this one? Maybe I did. I don't know. Can't remember. But yeah, that's it for gliders. Finally, the contrails. Now I don't remember exactly what came this season. Cash flow was one of the contrails you got for getting the challenges done in the Getaway LTM, so that's unique in that aspect. You know, it looks pretty cool with some money flying off you. Dark Feathers, this one's unique because it came with Ravage. Buying the Ravage skin got you the back bling, of course, but also the Dark Feathers contrail. That's the first item shop item that's giving you a contrail. And I really hope that they don't sell contrails individually in the future. That'll feel like a total money grab. But the fact that they bundled this one with the skin made that skin so worth it. So really cool in my opinion. Flames we've had for a while. Glitch in the system though. This came out this season. Probably my favorite contrail to date. You know, it looks really cool when you're flying with it. Runic came out this season to go along with the Viking style, you know, the Viking theme. Got these like Celtic runic emblems, sigils, whatever you want to call them. Lanterns, I think, is part of this season as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe it is. Pretty obnoxious, but also pretty cool in my opinion. I don't mind it so much. My friends can't stand it because it's too much in their face. For me personally, I think it's pretty neat. What I think is too much in your face is the TP one, because on top of it being dumb, these like 4 white lines are like covering your screen, and it blocks out so much, way more than lanterns in my opinion. And because it's stupid to look at. Lanterns is actually like pretty. Ice crystals is a cool one though. This is also in the battle pass. You know, pretty nifty. I like that one a lot. And then I think that is it. I think that's it. Now loading screens. I guess I'll just try and find them. So this was number 1. Now you get these for completing all challenges in the week. This was the first one. This was number 2, Fairway Fun. Number 3 being Track Record. Number 4 is Poolside Paradise. 5 is Blast from the Past. 6, Opening Night. You know, I loved the stuff that they did with Risky Reels this season too. You know, just gotta say that. 7, Signing Back In. You know, this is the first time we saw the Enforcers in-game. Pretty neat. And then when you completed, if you had completed all of them and completed them through week 7, you actually got the Enforcers. So that's why they showed it in this loading screen. You know, then there's number 8, Tomato Trek, and this is the one where if you completed it, you were able to find the banner on that wall right there at the temple. And then number 9 was Six-Sided Mystery, and this is the one where you got the cube banner, which is actually on the side of that cliff in the background there. And then if you got all the secret stuff for weeks 1 through 9, then you unlocked week 10, which is Dark Reflection, giving us a taste of what might come in season 10. Because I mean, that's like an evil bright bomber there in that reflection there, so pretty interesting. We'll see what happens. Alright, so now I'm going to go onto the Battle Pass. I've only got about 5 minutes, and I got to go about 10 minutes, but it works out because we're just about done. So I'm only going to go through the Battle Pass and really touch on the emotes that are in here. Sprays I don't really care about, and honestly I don't think any viewers really do either. But we've got the Gentleman's Dab. We've got, we had all these toys that came out this season as well. This Norse emblem loading screen was really cool in my opinion. I like the llama Norse going on. There's a couple emblems as well, but I'm not going to go through those either. Not really worth touching on. The abstract loading screen. We've got the downshift glider, which I didn't remember. Another toy. You're awesome. Rare emote. Huzzah. The Huntress loading screen. There's Runic right there. What else? Another toy. The Jailbirds loading screen. 2 + 2 = 4 emote. We've got High Explosives loading screen. The glitch in the system there. Another toy. Fancy Golf Ball. Swipe It emote. Along with the Fly Trap loading screen. We've got the Omen loading screen. Fancy Beach Ball. Red Knight loading screen. This is one spray that I actually think is cool, the Norse Llama. See, once again, anything Viking I dig, so. The Bandolier, one of my favorite loading screens in the game, personally. I really like this one. Fancy Basketball with the Tomato Head loading screen and the Breakdown emote. I dig it. And that's it. This is actually a really cool spray as well. But that is it for that. I will try, so here it's going to get real hard for me to remember what ones exactly came out this season, but I'm going to do my best with the limited time I have, because like I said, I'm getting down to the wire here. I gotta take off. But you got this one for linking, or for setting up two-factor authentication. So this one you can still get if you want this emote. Go to epic.com or whatever the official site is, epicgames.com, fortnite.com, whatever it is, and set up your two-factor authentication. It doesn't make it take any longer to get in the game, but it's something that can protect your account, and you get this emote for it. Definitely worth it. There's Breakdown we saw. Dance Therapy was part of the item shop this year, or this season. Part of the 80s kind of crew, It's like a worked out dance routine. Llama Bell, one of the best emotes this season. Going back to the Need More Cowbell skit on Saturday Night Live starring Will Ferrell. This was a great one to come out. I love this one. Intensity, a reference to Techno Viking. If you guys haven't seen the Techno Viking YouTube video, it's real hard to find the original, but there's plenty of re-uploads of it with different audio and stuff. But this is an ode to Techno Viking, which was pretty cool. Hula, much calmer. Very soothing. This is what we tend to play when we're riding around in the cart, because it's just so peaceful. Groove Jam, that's from last season. That's from last season as well. Shake It Up came out this season though, I know that. I think that's last season, right? Yeah. Oh, Capoeira, I don't know how to say that word, but this came out at the same time that the Bushido skins did. That just loops like that. Vivacious recently came out. That's a pretty new skin. Never stop dancing, baby. True Heart also came out this season towards the beginning. Kind of looks like a K-pop dance because it is. You can, if you look up like True Heart Origin, you'll actually see like these, K-pop stars doing a very similar dance on stage. Fancy Feet came out this season. Just loops like that, but I like the tune. I can dig it. Flippin' Incredible. I'm not positive if that is from this season or not, but I want to say it is. Hand Signals. This came out. Infinite Dab. I don't know if that's this season or not, but this one definitely is. Living Large. I like this one a lot. I like this. It's got a good tune, you know? That's old. That's old. I don't know if this came out this season or not, but this is just such a goofy emote. It's just so goofy. Praise the Tomato. Self-explanatory. This one did come out this season. Beautiful. Swipe It, we saw in the Battle Pass. I think Twist is from last season. Work It Out came out this season though. This also came out alongside the 80s people. You're Awesome was Battle Pass 1. Finger Wag, I believe, is this season. What else we got? Battle Call. Oh, I love this one. If you guys didn't see my clip I posted on Twitter, there's a good clip I have of using a battle call and then schooling two fools, so check it out. Fist Pump came out this season as well. We've got Gentleman's Zab, which we saw in the Battle Pass. Hot Stuff came out this season. Job Well Done did as well. Again, we've got these sprays and stuff that I won't go into. That's an older one. On the Hook, this might have come out this season, but I think it might have been last season too. Ugh, hate that one. I forgot about this one. Pretty sure this recently came out. I meant to favorite that one. And Dip, I think, is last season. This one came out recently. That just loops forever. My Idol, this one recently came out as well. I want to go ahead and favorite that too. And yeah, otherwise, we've got some stickers that came out. These emoticons. But I think that covers it, guys. I didn't touch base on the sprays and the emoticons, but we got through pretty much everything. What shall we listen to on the sign off here? Vivacious sounds good. I do have to hit the road, but we got through everything in just the nick of time. So this will be up tomorrow, being the first day of Season 6. So very excited for Season 6. There's a lot of good leaks that we've heard about. Custom controller binds, like full customization on the controller. We've got some pictures of some new skins that are going to be pretty sweet. The whole theme I'm really looking forward to. And then not to mention, guys, if you have not heard, PlayStation, Sony, they finally caved, and this is like history in the making. Sony is allowing cross-platform now with Xbox as of today, yesterday, if you're watching this on YouTube. That is groundbreaking, not just for Fortnite, but for gaming in general. Console gamers unite. Like it's a huge deal. So very much looking forward to that, and the future of just gaming as a whole. But it's amazing that Fortnite was able to break that, actually break through and get Sony and Xbox, together. It's crazy. You can literally have, if the party was big enough, you could have someone on their iPhone, someone on their Android, a guy on PC, a guy on Mac, a guy on PlayStation, a guy on Xbox, and then a guy on the Switch. If you could have 7-person parties, you could have 7 platforms in one lobby now. That's just amazing, But anyways, guys, that is where I'm going to end it. I appreciate your support as always, and I will be doing another Cosmetic Locker Showcase at the end of Season 6. But until then, I'll be continuing with the episodes and the Fortnite content, the Fortnite streams, all that good stuff. If you want to see me live, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/AugmentEcho. If Mixer is more your jam, you can find me there. Same with YouTube. Follow me on Twitter for updates of when I am live and what I'm posting. That's twitter.com/AugmentEcho or at AugmentEcho. And last but not least, I do have a website that has everything that you need to know about me and about the stream, where to watch, all that good stuff, and that is AugmentEcho.com. So check it out. But thank you guys. That is it for now. I will catch you next time. Take it easy.